Nintendo has just released a new trailer for Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. Yes, it is here. This is something I've been asking for a very long time, and it is actually crazy that they are bringing this, it's a real thing. So yeah, for those who don't know, today is June 9th, and this was a part of the Nintendo Direct for today. And today we're going to do a deep dive and analysis on, what it looks like, the island, the new sports, and everything. So yeah, sit back, relax, and let's get started. Okay, so to start off, I knew this was going to be what it was based off of the planes. I like how they kind of reference back to the, the original Pilot Wings game where Wuhu Island was first, born. And it's funny, I'm really excited about this because if you guys don't know, Wuhu Island is my favorite location out of any Nintendo game. It's why my channel is called what it is. So yeah, this is crazy, but here it is. This is the island. Here it's crazy. It looks so much different from before. And the town isn't even in the same spot anymore. It's just so crazy. I don't know what, Nintendo's explanation for this is going to be, how is it different? How did the entire town move, further away? This is where the town usually used to be. I don't know if this is remnants from it or something. We're gonna have to wait and see. Maybe that's the old boat, the cruiser that sits there. But yeah, I mean, the island looks beautiful. I mean, we have the bridge, as you can see. We got the lighthouse, and then, these rock formations. We have those other islands on the outskirts, and more islands now, and the iconic bridge. Now, there's a little building down here, and I'm pretty sure this is for boxing, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. And yeah, a lot of the island is actually going to be the golf courses. Here you can see, this kind of looks like it's going to be one of the courses here. But yeah, I mean, over in the distance, there's the best part. That is the, main town. Wuhu Loop or Wuhu Town or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is just an insane picture to be looking at. I mean, you even have the old hot air balloons in there still. And as you can see, there is a little, passageway. I don't know if that's a bridge or what that is. I don't know what that is. We're going to have to see. And of course, we have a blimp right there too as well. But yeah, wow. This is crazy, bro. And here's our first sport, table tennis. This is one that I really was hoping for because, table tennis is a really fun game mode on the original Wii Sports Resort. And then we have archery here too. One thing I'm really hoping for is that they do those fruit Easter eggs, off really far away. So, if you guys don't know, in Wii Sports Resort, there was these Easter eggs where there were fruit that they hid really far away outside of the courses on archery. And if you shot them, I'm pretty sure you'd get a perfect score. I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, and then we even got, the jet skiing as well. Then there's 12 sports. So yeah, there are going to be some new ones and some ones that we've had before already. I actually beta tested for the Switch sports game that came out. And I was mind blown by some of the sports that were shown off. And just how they worked with the Joy-Cons back then. It was crazy. And I'm wondering if they're going to do, beta testing as well for, Resort like they did with the original Switch sports. I don't know. But if they do, I'll definitely be signing up for that. Our first sport here is boxing, which I'm really glad they're bringing back. And then we got table tennis, of course, archery, tennis, regular tennis, which is also in Switch sports, same as volleyball, and bowling as well too. And I think one of the newer ones is basketball. I don't think there's basketball in Switch sports. Not that I can remember. Is there? I can't remember. Please tell me if there is, because I don't know. And then we got golf as well. So yeah, golf on this island is going to be really, really cool. Also, that building in the back looks really cool. It looks like there's a famous building that looks like there's a boat going across it. I don't remember what it's called, but it looks like there's so much detail on the island itself, which is so cool. And then yeah, thumb wrestling, which is I wouldn't really consider it a sport, but it's kind of cool. And skateboarding, my favorite one out of all of these. Now, one thing I want to talk about is free roam, okay? I feel like Nintendo can't add an island this big and not have free roam. How are they can't do that. So I'm really hoping that skateboarding is kind of like a mode that lets you go wherever you want and it doesn't, make you follow a path. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't do that. It only makes sense to. I mean, you can't have this big island and not allow the player to, explore the entire thing. That would just be evil. That's just a societal sin at that point. But yeah, skateboarding is a really, really cool looking sport, considering you have to use the mouse controls for it too. And also, here we get a good look at whatever this is. So this building here, I guess it's not remnants of the town. It might be a little hint to it, but I don't know. It's some random looking building, and then we got some vehicles traveling here, which is pretty interesting. We've never seen... Oh, well, no, we have seen vehicles, but they're different looking vehicles. You can tell that this game is set in a more modern day version, which is kind of cool because it makes it look like the island has actually evolved over time, like a real life place would, you know? That's why the town's in a different spot for some reason, I guess. But yeah, as we can see in the background, we have the bridge here. And yeah, power cruising is also a sport. And then we got the prop plane, which is actually going to be pretty good for exploration, you know? If Nintendo, for some reason, doesn't give us free roam, which they absolutely should, and I think they need to, at least we have, you know, the plane mode back. And as you can see, we get some better looks at, you know, whatever islands these are. I don't know what island that is. That might be for golf as well. Yeah, that's one of the golf islands. That's the same one in Wii Sports Resort, too. It just looks different and has a big building now. Then over here, we could see the bridge going along, you know, the classic bridge. And it looks like there's some houses there or something. And we could see the waterfall with the lake. And I hope the castle's still up there. I'm not too sure if it is, though. Let's see if we can get a look here. Okay, it doesn't look like the castle's there, which is really strange. I don't know why they would remove that, but there's a cave. We can see a cave here as well, which I'm assuming you'll be able to fly your plane through. They just have to give us a free roam mode. There's no way you can't walk around, you know, freely. Maybe that's something they'll tell us about in a future trailer because, again, this game doesn't come out until October 2nd of 2026, so we'll have to see, I guess. And then we have jump rope, which is a very interesting one. I also noticed, correct me if I'm wrong, but the, you know, this part right here, this opening to the volcano looks a lot bigger than before. And yeah, as you can see, there's other, you know, sports mates, I guess you call them, just hanging out in the background, which is kind of cool. And here they show off the characters. Of course, you can play as a sports mate or a Mii character. The Mii characters honestly don't look too bad. They just kind of feel like an afterthought that were added to the game, whereas I think they should have been prioritized a lot more. The characters' like bodies look kind of, you know, they're the same as the sports mates. They just have a Mii head. But again, it's not that bad. It's pretty much the same thing. If you want to play as a Mii, you're able to play as a Mii. And then yeah, within the rest of these little clips, we have, you know, some buildings in the back. There's a house, a really modern looking house back there. And then we can see some golf carts in the background, different types of trees, a pine tree next to a palm tree. That's pretty interesting. And then here's a shot of the plane. There's the little boxing area. And here's a skateboarder going past a car, a moving car, which is pretty cool. And then more people jump roping as well, and basketball. So yeah, this is kind of cool because, to be honest, it kind of feels like this was Nintendo's way of making a Switch Sports upgrade pack, or like upgrade for the Switch 2. And honestly, this is the most perfect way they could have done it. I don't think they could have done it any better at all. It does feel like the same game, but it also doesn't at the same time. Like, it's the perfect balance of, you know, making a sequel to Switch Sports. And yes, here is the release date, October 22nd, 2026. And pre-orders begin today, so I'm going to go pre-order it right after this because, obviously, I want this game as soon as possible. But yeah, that is it for the deep dive and analysis of Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. Honestly, I don't know if too many people play Switch Sports. I played it for a bit and then I kind of forgot it existed a little bit. I played it every now and then with my family, but honestly, I think I will be playing a lot of Switch Sports Resort, and it just looks really entertaining too, so I don't know. It just looks more entertaining, especially if they add a free roam. I will be playing a lot of this. I might make some videos on it, you know, trying to see if they have any crazy challenges to beat. Maybe they'll do medals like they did in the past games. I think that'd be really cool. But with that being said, that is it for today's video. I know I haven't uploaded on this channel in a while. I will get back to it once I am able to. I'm focused on other things right now, but this is a channel that's not going anywhere, and there will be a time where there will be consistent uploads, a few uploads a week. It will happen. But yeah, with that being said, that is it for today's video. Like and subscribe. Goodbye. And comment down below if you guys are excited for this.